Welcome back. Air Arabia's net profit for the first 9 months of this year stood at 341 million dirhams. The company registered a turnover of 2.3 billion dirhams, a 14% increase from the same period in 2012, and also registered a 15% rise in passenger traffic to 4.5 million for the period. So before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, Emirates Airline and Group have revealed that their half-year profits ending September the 30th reached 1.7 billion dirhams, up 2% from last year, while group revenues rose 13% to 42.3 billion. Net profit for the group rose to 2.2 billion dirhams, an increase of 4% over last year's results. Over the past 6 months, the group also increased its overall staff count by 11.7% to over 75,800 compared with March the 31st, 2013. Emirates received 10 wide-body aircrafts, 6 A380s, 3 777s and 1 777 freighter, with 15 more new aircrafts scheduled to be delivered before the end of the financial year. Emirates also invested in its network by launching services to 2 new destinations, Haneda and Stockholm, bringing the total count of new routes launched in the past 12 months to 7. They include Adelaide, Lyon, Phuket, Warsaw and Algiers. Additionally, the airline carried 21.5 million passengers since April the 1st this year, up 15% from the same period last year. Year-to-date volumes on the Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange grew 56% in October from the same period last year to total 12.17 million contracts, valued at $25 billion. One of the key highlights of October trading was the robust growth of precious metals contracts. Gold futures volumes increased 60% from last month to reach 45,928 contracts, while silver futures rose 88%, hitting its highest monthly volume of 2,882 contracts this year. October trading volumes helped the DGCX gold futures increase its market share in Asia by 2%, reinforcing its status as one of the highest traded gold futures contracts in Asia. Currencies also saw significant year-to-date growth, up 63% at the end of October from the same period in 2012. Meanwhile, Indian rupee futures saw an increase of 50% in year-to-date trading, reaching 10.44 million contracts at the end of October. UAE residents have been forecast to spend 32 billion dirhams abroad by 2017, up from 28 billion in 2012. That's off the back of improved consumer sentiment and rising expat numbers in the country. According to a local daily, data from Euromonitor shows that outgoing tourist expenditure from the UAE is expected to post a 2% compound annual growth rate over the period from 2013 to 2017. Outbound spending in other countries includes payments to foreign carriers, hotels and other forms of accommodation, tourist attractions, restaurants, cafes and bars abroad, among others. Experts were quoted as saying that the economy will continue to grow, as over 277,000 new employment opportunities are expected to be generated between 2013 and 2021. They added that consumer confidence will also increase as more expats will come back to the country, and in turn UAE residents are expected to travel more often. Scotland's Minister of External Affairs and International Development formally announced the launch of a number of PhD programmes from the Heriot-Watt University's Edinburgh campus into the Dubai campus today. The programmes will be available from the university's School of Management and Languages, School of Engineering and Physical Science, and School of the Built Environment. The Edinburgh-headquartered university is one of the leading institutions in the UK and Scotland, with a strong academic legacy of 180 years. And according to officials, the Dubai campus is committed to offering the home campus's renowned courses and educational quality here in the Gulf. They added that PhD programmes are important in the UAE to encourage the research community, especially for students who have limited options.
Yeah, I think they're huge. You can have an undergraduate and a master's, but that ability to do further research is vital because, when you're doing an undergraduate and a master's program, actually you're only scratching the surface of a particular subject. It's really in those PhD years that you can actually make breakthroughs, and I'm talking about not just breakthroughs or research that will be innovative for the region or for the continent, but actually the whole world might be able to benefit from some of the research that's being done by PhD students. So I think they're going to be hugely popular, but I don't think they're just going to benefit Dubai. I think actually potentially the world can see the benefit of these PhD programs. So they're of great benefit, and they'll help to further not just an individual's career and the individual's future prospects, but I think actually the region, Dubai, the region, and indeed the world will be able to benefit from the research that comes from Heriot-Watt University because of these PhD courses. I think instead of looking at it as a lack, I think we should see it as an opportunity. So we should say actually there's an opportunity to do more in terms of PhD. So if the question is, can we do more? Can we bring more PhD programs through more universities? Is there a need for it? Is there a thirst for it? Of that, there's no doubt. Clearly, there absolutely is. So, this is the first extension of the PhD program. I think Heriot-Watt and other universities will be looking to extend that further and to do more on that because there's a big thirst for knowledge. There's a need for the skills gap to be addressed. There's a need for world-class research. And why should Dubai not be the hub to do that from?